It's not a robot, it's a heat wave spot cleaner.
From unboxing to testing to telling you what we think, it's the Bissell SpotClean 5207A.
Welcome to Spike Studio. This time we're taking a look at something around the house again, as we've done before. Big box, it's on the table. Don't need to show you the box itself, but if you really want to see, I'll actually pick it up. It's the Bissell. It is the SpotClean, one of their models, heat wave technology to help clean the spots better. Wanted to quickly show you what was in the box. We can talk about how well it cleans and the final unit, but I want to make this one quick. There's no reason to go into too much detail. It's a spot cleaner. We need to talk about how well it functions more than anything. Really nice. The packaging itself, the way they did it, they actually have some descriptions on there. It comes pseudo-assembled. What they did give you inside, you should be aware of, is what they call trial size versions of their cleaners. This is their Oxy Boost. This is supposed to help the cleaner work stronger, and this is the actual portable machine cleaner. So you'll measure things out, we'll put it in there, but trial sizes, so you'll need to buy these. Add-on components, keep that in mind as you start rolling along, that you're going to need to buy more of this liquid. It doesn't come with a huge amount, as you could probably imagine. There's some accessories that are in there, of course, as well. I'm moving some pieces out of the way. So, contains accessories. They actually label the box to let you know so you don't throw it away. The actual cleaning head is in here. The cleaning head with the scrub brush is included. And then the side pieces that actually hook onto the side. We're going to put it together in just a second, and then you'll get to see how that fits together. The idea is that it all just snaps together pretty easily for you. So we had the few pieces that come in the accessory one. There's about 6 or 7 different pieces that are in there, but the actual device itself is pretty much the rest of the container that's in here. It's a pretty good weight. You should be aware of that as well. It has a little heft to it. It's wrapped in another plastic, which makes it a pain in the butt to get out of here, to be honest with you. The containers for storing all the liquids, they're measured on the side. Water, so if you've got 2 sizes. You got a small mess, which is interesting, small mess, and big mess. So on the small mess, you got the water line, you got the Oxy Boost line, the formula line, same with the large mess. You'll use a lot of that Oxy Boost on a large mess. The idea is this is your container that actually has the reservoir for all the materials to clean the spot itself. There's another container that pulls up the dirty water. Pull this thing out of here like a freaking, gotta be a crazy person. Now, as promised, the other side, as I said, was for storing it. Now, I want you to know something. People have been complaining about this in some of the review comments about not the performance. They say the performance has been amazing in the device itself. What they've been complaining about is the actual storage. If you look at the size of this thing, it's just as big as the other one. See what I'm talking about? Fill up the liquid. This is for the dirty water. Same size because it sits on each side of the container. So we have this side. Now, what I noticed about it right away is, of course, it has a little pull tab on the top to dump the water out, which just pops open for you. It's a little pull tab. But the full line is way down here. Way down here. The full line is down low. That just tells me that they feel that this thing is full of water, even though it's this big container, within just a couple inches. So what the heck happens with the rest of this space? Why do you not have more dirty water reservoir size? A lot of people have mentioned that in the comments. It is right here on the front of it and shows you that this is the mark at which you should be stopping because it's full. I don't know if the suction loses power or what their reasoning could possibly be, because you can see there's some rubber valves on the bottom that actually draws up. I don't know what to tell you about that, folks. I really don't, but that's kind of confusing to me that I have such a large container that doesn't work. Now that we're taking a look at that part, the actual device itself, you'll never get it back in the box the same way. I'm usually really good at repackaging things and throwing them back in the box. I don't think this thing's going back in the box. But the actual unit itself, without the containers on it, you should be aware, comes with the hose connected and the power plug. So what you'll end up with is this, without all the stuff connected to it. Like I told you, this has the motor in it, so it's got some weight to it before it gets everything else on it. What we'll do is we'll connect up the pieces really quick and then show you what it looks like when it's done. It's only a couple snap together steps. All right, so I'll tell you this, without even using the instruction book, I was able to snap it all together. So all the pieces fit on, all the pieces fit on the back. It was pretty obvious to me just looking at the front of the box and the picture where everything fit together. So simplicity, no tools were needed, snap, snap, put it together, put the hose around the back. I'll wind the cord up later because the cord is still ready to go and be put on there. I'll put that on the actual winder on the back, but otherwise this thing's pretty much put together, so the only thing left to do is do a test. All right, so real quick, we're going to try something. As you can see, this is in the middle of a hallway, a little bitty spot. It's lightly there, so I wanted to work on this. It's one of those drives you nuts forever. So two things you should notice. Number one, the smaller head. Right here, the smaller head has the spray nozzle on the top. The bigger, deeper head has the spray nozzle built into it. Actually, the piping goes through the middle of it and goes into here. So you should know the difference between the two real quick, so you know what's going on. There's also a release button, so you can take off the cover. Little plastic release button, so you can actually unlock these and clean them out and do what you need to do there. So let's do it real quick and take a look and see what we get with the spot. We're going to turn it on, it's going to be noisy, so we're going to cut down the volume and take a look. Now, a couple things I want to notice real quick is, yeah, it did a really good job on it. It's still quite damp, which is unusual for some of the spot cleaners, and you could see it the more and more I kept working with it, it was still drawing a little bit of water. So watch how much you spray. Also with this head, we'll compare the two together. Also with this head, keep it flush to the ground when you spray, because otherwise the spray comes out the sides too and it squirts all over the carpet everywhere. If you keep it down tight on the floor where the spot is, it shoots it straight down from here. This one, it shoots from this little point part, so it'll be very directional. You want it at an angle shooting down. So that's the difference between the two. This one comes through the head, this one shoots out of a little nozzle at the top. But otherwise, it did a really good job, as we said. So let's get back to the studio and take a look at the finals. So there you have the review. Apparently, as everyone has said, it performs incredibly well. Removes spots, removes stains. Keep in mind the size of the reservoir for the dirty water. Still doesn't make any sense to me, but it has the markings on the side to let you know. You'll need to get some more of the cleaner solution, because this is the samples that come in the box. Otherwise, this thing did a great job, a great arsenal to add to it. Looked pretty affordable on there, but we're not going to worry about pricing. We're going to talk more about function. And I like the little tools, the little brushes and everything else. Keep in mind the spray nozzle, when you have it connected, we should point out, did go down at an angle. It actually sprayed out the bottom here at this little bitty nozzle part. So you want to keep it aiming down so you don't spray yourself in the eye or a pet, either one. And then you have the couple different little heads to work with as you go. So another product review from Spike Studio. And let us know by clicking the like button here on YouTube, subscribe to the playlist on YouTube, and when you see the review on Amazon, click that if we helped you out. Only lets us know that we're doing a good job for you. See you at the next one.